Thanks for doing this. For those that don't know Russ Neale, Russ, when did you join Badger Sport?
About 1 year ago, Gary.
Oh my gosh, 1 year ago. All right, time flies. Today, what we're going to do is the first time we've ever done this. We've invited Badger Sport, who we've gotten to know very well over the last year and a half or so. Frankly, for those on this call, you're probably not aware of the degree to which Teamuniformorders goes to reach out to the top selling brands and to work directly with them to get their products available and easier, more readily available to you when you're setting up online stores. We've had a lot of very advanced discussions with the Badger Sports folks on that topic with a common goal for everyone on this call. Let's make it easier to have products provided online so that the end customer can more readily buy all the terrific products that our vendors sell at Badger Sports, right? So through that conversation about 3 or 4 months ago, Russ and I said, you know what? Let's create a forum, a webinar, if you will, in which you can tell the Badger story. We do obviously have a lot of clients who sell a lot of Badger products, and frankly, we have a lot of clients that are not as familiar with Badger Sport. So what we thought we'd do is create a forum today to let Russ tell his story, tell us what's been going on at Badger Sport. And so, Russ, what I'm going to do is actually give you screen control now.
So, yeah, I'll be the guinea pig. As I understand it, there really haven't been any manufacturers take advantage of this, and we'll see how it goes.
So, you are the first.
Wonderful finger will decide that it broke the mold. I'm not sure. So, as my name is Russ Neale. I've been with Badger for just about a year. Having come from a career in brand management and marketing with many brands that you'd have heard of, Campbell Soup Company, good old cream of mushroom soup, Mars Pet Care, Pedigree Dog Food, and Valspar Paint. So I've traveled from human food to dog food to paint, now to sportswear. So it's been an interesting journey, but there's some commonalities all the way through in terms of understanding the insights that our customers need and building a story that resonates, makes sense, and gets us motivated inside our walls and outside. So I'm going to take a little bit of time today to talk about the Badger story. I'll hit pretty heavily on new products that just come out with and talk about the way forward. So some big news has been announced in the past several months with Badger, and I'll touch on that here at the end. But as we go, if there are questions, I'd obviously love to address them. So who is Badger? We were actually born in 1971 Statesville, North Carolina as a textile manufacturer and really pretty quickly transitioned into a private label manufacturer for brands that you'd have heard of, starting with Champion and Russell, and later on for brands such as Adidas, Nike, Under Armour. As part of that, we cut our teeth and really learned what it took to make performance wear and to make those garments and to deliver what the end customer really needs. But a story we like to tell is we were named Vendor of the Year for Adidas in the late '90s. Had done everything right, shipped record on time, record shipments, accolades all around. And then right after receiving that trophy, our founder, Jerry Carr, almost a couple weeks later, got a call saying, hey, we need to readdress our volumes. And Adidas started pulling volume away and shifting it to other manufacturers simply because there was a new buyer in the seat. And with that, Mr. Carr said, well, all right, I'm going to take everything I've learned and I'm going to move forward and build the Badger Sport brand. Launched in 2002 into the institutional team market. Throughout all of this, making high-quality performance wear available to all has been our marching orders. You kind of saw on the way in, our homepage was up. We pride ourselves in the amount of inventory we have in stock, ready to go. We have a global supply chain capabilities, our own manufacturing in Nicaragua, and various contract manufacturers scattered throughout the world. The real secret sauce we'll talk about in a second is our Badger Performance Lab that runs tests far superior and in advance of what we even used to have to do when we were manufacturing for the brand, for the shoe brand. And we try to get that as humanly possible and as accurately as humanly possible as would make sense. So how does this all ladder down? Quite simply, we believe high-quality performance apparel should be available to everyone who wants to perform at their peak. And that's why we make our products accessible to everyone. Quality for all, guaranteed. And we back that up with 3 guarantees to deliver the right product on time, engineered to perform. We back, because of our quality manufacturing expertise and our investments in technology, we back our products with 3 guarantees. Number 1, all of our products have a lifetime performance guarantee. So should our sell to a coach, a team that, say, 5 years down the road is having some issues with the hem or what have you, we will take that garment back, no questions asked. Since launching this a year ago, we've had 2 claims against the lifetime performance guarantee that we've made good on. So the quality is truly engineered into the product, and we stand behind it. We deliver orders over $200 for in-stock blank items are shipped free and arrive 2 days or less. Even in cases where our shipper, UPS, runs into problems, we stand behind that and will issue 10% off the future order. No worries. So great. We've established, what we stand for, but how are we doing against them? About last summer, we had A.T. Kearney run a study for us among our dealers and decorators to really see where we rank versus the competition in the things that matter. And the study was run a couple different ways. 1, establish what's most important to our customers, to our dealers and decorators. And 2, where does Badger and some of our key competitors, where do they stack up? So as is no surprise, certainly to Schuylkill, I'm sure, Karen, you would say this. What matters for you, having the products, in-stock products, getting them to you in a short delivery time, having good quality, and having consistent matching colors. Were the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in terms of the biggest drivers for our customers. And at the time we ran the study, Badger was ranked very well, although we certainly have room to improve, and it's something we take very seriously. So we have room to improve in terms of our in-stock, and we have doubled down on that, hence the birth of the in-stock guarantee, the recent expansion of it. And we have room to go in terms of short delivery time, which is where the 2-day guarantee came from. From the durability and consistent matching colors, we ranked right up near the top. So we're glad to see, and that is as it should be, given the amount of time, attention, and focus that Badger puts on delivering quality. And really kind of to dimensionalize what that means, I'd love to take you all through the Badger Performance Lab. I'll do it via video, given the forum.
So how many people have been to the facility?
There was a question you had asked how many people.
Yeah, I talked all over your intro. I apologize. Has anybody on this call done the tour?
There we go. All right. A recent so the Badger Performance Lab is a real place. If you do get the chance to come visit us here in Statesville, you'll get to meet Jeff Fulp and his crew, and he talks through the key 24 different tests that we put each of our die lots through and each of our containers through. So we are very rigorous about quality standards. The Badger Performance Lab maintains them. We have a replica of the Performance Lab in our own manufacturing facility in Nicaragua, and we have satellites in our contract manufacturers throughout the world. So truly is quality is engineered into the product, and we make sure that going all the way back to the fabric and the dye houses, that we are maintaining our standards. An example of that is Permacolor, which we recently are highlighting, which extends across both Badger and Allison, but quite simply, Permacolor is no bleed guaranteed, given the process that we put our fabrics dye locks through. We eliminate dye migration during screen printing. So obviously the majority of our products are screen printed and generally not by us, but we do have a robust screen printing department. So we want to make sure that that performance, that there's no issue with performance in printing, and obviously there's no issue once those garments are turned over to the team. So we have no bleed guarantee. If there's any issue during a normal screen printing problem, we replace it. Simple as that. Couple myths and facts about performance gear. Badger uses silicone inks in our in-house screen printing. We do that because of the feel, the hand. We like the way silicone feels for all but our gym shorts, given that you can't write on silicone. However, Badger garments are engineered for all commercial inks. Most of our garments are printed with Plastisol, and Plastisol performs excellent on all of our products. Our hero product, Decor Interlock, features a smooth print surface, including reversible. So the nature of that fabric means that you get a nice, smooth surface that's not going to create any issues. All polyester is not the same. You may hear that out there, but to really get performance engineered into, infused into polyester, really need to take it down to the dye lots. We double infuse our fabrics with wicking antimicrobial performance so that it will last for the lifetime of the garment and not go away after a wash or two. So we don't have our garments smelling like the inside of my 13-year-old's room. Our new product, Ultimate Soft Lock, has a high thread count. That does not mean the garment doesn't breathe. The wicking and the cooling is engineered into the threads so that we can deliver a soft feel in Ultimate Soft Lock with anti-picking protection while still wicking moisture away for the lifetime of the garment. And lastly, this I've heard, and it always kind of gets the hackles on my neck rising. Color consistency is not important. It's just a T-shirt. We reject that outright. So color is a calling card of Badger, not just that our colors are consistent, but that our colors are durable through the screen printing process and through the life of the garment. We maintain a single color standard for all of our colors. We double infuse those colors in the dye houses to assure that they are within 1 delta E of the spec, and we test it under 3 different light sources so that we don't get any drifts. But say a red shirt looks red inside, but you get outside and it may shift kind of pink. We make sure that is not the case. So the uniform is a uniform every time and over time. So I'll highlight some of our key fabrics that we use. We have over 500 different styles, but the key fabrics that we lean to is I'm going to hit on next. By all means, ask any questions you'd like. So B-Core is our core fabric. It is our go-to. It is performance polyester. Use it because it is high strength, low stain. We 10-point testing on all B-Core. Love it for the hand, the stretch, and use it both from a fabrication in an interlock and a jersey type construction. When we're building our garments, the vast majority of our garments use the Badger Sport Shoulder for movement. We use, in terms of stitches per inch, we're using 14 to 16 stitches per inch versus competitors will be in the 10 to 12. And we do that just because we want these to last. We build them to last for the lifetime. And with B-Core, we make t-shirts, shorts, quarter zips, and team uniforms, all out of this very durable, very robust, and very dynamic fabric. Ultimate Soft Lock, we launched just this year. It's a step up from B-Core. It has twice as many, 2 times the level of microfibers as normal performance wear, which delivers a feel and a hand that's very satiny, very smooth, and also delivers 50 UPF protection, the highest level of sun protection you can get out of a garment. At the same time, like all Badger garments, treated for wicking, antimicrobial protection, and truly is the softest shirt on the planet. It's available in t-shirts, shorts, quarter zips, and polos. We really kind of lean in this. You'll see in a second some of the activity we've done with Ultimate Soft Lock, and got some very, very strong response out in the marketplace on this product. B-Tech integrates spandex into a spun poly. So we spin the polyester just like spinning cotton candy to have the little fibers give it a softer kind of cushion, and add spandex to give a bit of four-way stretch. Incorporated into it is moisture management, softer hands in B-Core, though slightly below Ultimate Soft Lock. Make t-shirts with it. Compression and fitted. We really, for our true compression, incorporate a ton of spandex in there, up to 17%, so that you get a true compression performance out of our garment. Incorporated with wicking, that really strong stretch. We make tops, shorts, and tights. Tri-Blend joined the family tail end of last year. Incorporate performance into Tri-Blend, but quite simply we're using cotton, polyester, rayon, and we're fitting as a jersey manufacturing technique, so that not only do you get that kind of retro feel and softness, but you get uncompromising performance from a wicking, pilling, and antimicrobial. Performance fleece, a big category for us. We offer both performance and athletic fleece. The difference would be performance incorporates the wicking and antimicrobial protection. The athletic fleece is the more classic ring spun polycotton. There's natural wicking, no shrinkage, but lacks that antimicrobial protection you get out of the performance fleece. Now I really want to highlight Ultimate Soft Lock, which has been our hero product for this year. As I mentioned, this product really is the softest shirt on the planet. It delivers 200% more filaments than normal performance wear for the silky feel, high UPF protection, the highest clothing can have. Silver ion technology is embedded for lifetime protection against bacteria and odor, and advanced moisture management pulls sweat away from the body to keep it cool. To help launch this, we got the products in the hands of some influencers out there, and really was kind of turn them loose to see what their feedback was on the product, what they liked about it, and how they wanted to live it. And the feedback we got back was phenomenal. I'll show you just a quick clip of some of the stuff we got back. Just some really cool stuff. I can pause it. All right, so kind of wrapping up products and looking ahead with our new products coming out just in May, and kind of looking forward into 2019. Here's what Badger sees as our top 10 trends. First, 50 Shades of Gray. Seeing a lot of silver, ash, and white coming back. So a lot of excitement about these colors, and we're adding a lot of those colors to our existing lines, those that didn't already have them. My Father's Shirt What's Old is New. Tri-Blends, weathered prints, a lot of retro, so 1970s styles, 1970s looks, and then coming back to be in with kids, with athletes. Shorts are moving up, so we went through a period when those shorts were getting longer and longer, and now we're seeing them go the other way. So I don't know what that says about the state of the world, but we're seeing those hemlines on shorts go up. 11 inches gone, we're seeing 7 inches, and now we're seeing that it could go even shorter than that. Seeing a lot of textures within colors, so monotone, solid colors and textures, which we're taking advantage of with our embossed line, as well as our line and monocam embossed. Some minimalism and some basics. How close can you get? We're seeing styles move in closer and closer, more fitted, more form hugging, and we're starting to respond to that. Zip it up, quarter zips, full zips, zippers are in. Seeing the incorporation, number 7 in Ironman, metallic shine. We recently launched a metallic collection that incorporates some reflective printing into our V-core and fleece, and we're seeing a nice, good early response to that. Sublimation is in, not just, so obviously custom sublimation, spot sublimation, but also sublimating the core garment. So the gun, length, sleeveless vest, we see that a lot here in the South, but we're seeing it nationwide as well. And mini-me, so toddler, youth, girls, family. So for online stores like TUO, the incorporation of, all right, my big brother or sister is on the team. Now maybe the little brother or sister can be a part of it too and can play along. I tested a little bit with the few minutes I have left and talk about where Badger's going. So we've made some pretty exciting announcements over the past several months. We've added other brands to our family, and we're going to ladder that into a combined company that will deliver the needs of athletes from head to toe. So Badger Sport is now part of the Founder Sport Group. All of our brands are made up of, the companies within our brands are made up of brands that have the founder very much involved. Our own founder, Jerry Carr, still sits on our board. Allison Athletic, led by Todd Levine, joined the family, and Todd is very, very much involved. We recently added Garb Athletic, a handcrafted uniform manufacturer, and its founder, Steve Rosenbeck, is very involved. So that passion that it takes to create something, build it, to drive it forward, harnessing that and really building it out company-wide. So the future of the combined company, just some bullet points. The way this is going to play out, what's so cool as we put these things together, Badger has always been a company who came from spiritwear, fanwear, and began pushing into more traditional on-the-field uniforms. But our sweet spot was always that spirit fanwear, t-shirts, fleece, etc. Allison is almost the opposite. So Allison was born on the field, and their sweet spot is really jerseys, uniforms, and they had begun to push into the spiritwear fanwear. So as they come together, those brands are going to be specific to categories. So Badger will be stock and decorated spiritwear sideline gear. Allison is stock and custom sublimated uniforms jerseys. Garb is kind of a different experience. Their model is for one simple price. They do unlimited decoration and really unlimited options. So that experience is going to stay. So for those travel teams, say, or teams that are very demanding and need a uniform that is unique and like no one else's in the world, Garb is truly the brand for that. As we look through 2019, we're going to be harmonizing our styles. So we're going to roll some of Allison's, former Allison styles into Badger and vice versa. So what this means to our customers today, we have a single sales force. In October, we will begin extend our pilot of customized catalogs by school and sport. In January, Our trade shows will be May. We'll have a combined catalog, and targeting summer of, that says 18, it's actually 19. Summer of next year, we'll have a single portal and single invoice. So I'd like to talk a little bit about what the custom playbook is. This is a program we are piloting now, and we'll add additional sports to throughout 2019. So quite simply, this allows a dealer or a coach to get a custom catalog of our products for a given school. So you're seeing here an example of, say, Ruskin High School or Moscow. Ruskin is the Eagles, Moscow is the Bears. Just with the name of the school, we will show a curated collection of all of our products in those school sports, and with some kind of pre-selected graphics already there to get the coach really lean forward in thinking. Our goal here really is to speed up the selling process. We found that it doesn't matter if, say, a monocam fleece comes in every color under the sun. If you're talking to a school whose colors are blue and gold and the garment happens to be red, they really kind of look past it. So starting with, hey, let's get this customized, and just in those garments that are in your colors that are already customized for you. We're getting some really good early feedback on our pilot we have running now, and we're anxious to add other sports. So these are customized for school colors. They only include the sports relevant categories. They include the dealer contact information so that obviously the sale can be closed. As we roll this out, the football pilot is running now. So Karen, you mentioned you've got those stragglers for football. We are shipping printed custom catalogs now for football. We'll add baseball. We'll start with basketball in August, and then we'll add baseball, softball as those selling seasons come in. Add the other sports as we can get them work in. This will be coupled with a dynamic digital version coming in the late fall to winter, so that, say, you don't want to send the printed catalog out, but we can instantly create a custom landing page with those school colors that they can begin shopping and saying, okay, here's the things that I'm interested in, to really get that selling process advanced. So you're not having to make multiple calls just to narrow down the field.
So Russ, if
yes, that sounds wonderful.
If someone's interested right now, is that something that you'd make available to anybody on the session?
Yeah, we will sell. So any of our customers can get a customized football catalog now, and they need only work through their Badger or Allison rep, same person, but work through your rep.
What's the timing? If I did it today, I could get this when?
We're pilot program. We aggregate everything by Thursday, kind of get them printed and shipped out over the week. So if you got it to us today, you'd be getting it next week.
Wow, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that is fast.
Cool.
So yeah, at this point, actually, I'd love to take any questions or comments from the group.
So anybody bold enough to, you got a great, terrific forum, Top Dog at Badger. Issues, questions, anything you need to know. Now's a good time. So Russ, I have one.
Thank you very much.
I have one for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Is that Karen?
No, that's fine. Thank you. We'll be in touch, I'm sure, on this catalog.
Terrific. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'd love your feedback on what works and what we can improve. So we kind of see this as you have to. We got to keep moving in this industry, and we're gonna get some things out there, take the feedback, adjust them, and move as we go.
So I have a question, which is not sure how many folks have taken advantage of the tour. If I were interested in signing up to take the tour, how would I go about doing that?
Best way is to work through your rep.
Cool. Does everybody?
We have,
go ahead.
Folks cycling through every week, so we will have up to 3 or 4 groups a week come through, and it's really cool to see firsthand the operation, the Badger Performance Lab. The video tries to do it justice, but there's so much more going on there.
Totally
everything that goes into making our products quality.
Jeff is an impressive person to talk face to face with.
He's so passionate about this stuff. You just get excited being around him.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
I have one question. I came late. Sorry, I got distracted. So, will the video be on the 2.0 website as far as what you guys discussed today?
Oh, yes, sir. It always does. It'll take us about a day to cut it down, edit it, and you'll be able to see it within a day or two on Teawo Connect. Upper right corner of your dashboard, you click on the Connect button. We added about a month ago a new video section. So we have how-to videos as well as all recent and, frankly, most popular webinars that we host. So give us about 2 days. Hopefully by Friday that'll be available.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Going once. Going twice. All right, so a couple follow-ups. We're going to work with Russ at the conclusion of this, and we'll send out a follow-up email to everyone who RSVP'd. It'll do two things. It'll make sure you know how to go find an edited version of this webinar, but as well as include some follow-up action steps. So, for example, you're interested in getting a custom catalog. Russ is kind enough to say, we'll provide some calls to action. So we'll follow up in a couple hours with everybody who RSVP'd. And then second, if you don't mind, everyone should have my direct email, Jerry with a G, at Teamuniformorders.com. We're always looking for interesting, innovative, engaging topics for webinars. Russ was kind enough to be the guinea pig. I think overall, very well done. Give us your direct feedback, suggestions, ideas, other things that we might want to do the next time that would make this time even more productive for you. So feel free to do that as well. And with that, if there are no more questions, I'm going to pause just to make sure. I want us all on behalf of everyone in attendance, send a special thank you to Russ. Russ, you're a busy person. You got a lot going on. It's amazing the progress you and your entire team have done in the last year. Personally speaking, I can't wait to see what's next. I can't wait to see some of the discussions we've had, making product availability easier, more transportable through online platforms. You're a terrific group of people to work with. We enjoy working with you, and we want to thank you for taking your time out of your busy day to share what you have to share with us today.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks, everyone.